Yo, my name is Dante Ross. I guess I grew up in Manhattan, and I was always into music. I was into punk rock, and then kind of hip hop exploded. And me and my friends, who I grew up with, like kids in the Beastie Boys and a couple other people, we gravitated towards early hip hop. It was kind of like for us the next thing after punk rock. So that was kind of what our inspiration was. And for me, like I guess Sugar Hill Gang had first called me, but it was really Run DMC that kept me stuck. Like when I heard Suck MCs and It's Like That, I was locked in. It grabbed me because it sounded so raw and it was like so ferocious to me, and it just was like, it was undeniable, because I like Flash and them, stuff like that, but then I kind of got lost in all the Planet Rock stuff. It started being too fast, and it's kind of like dance music. And Run DMC just kept me locked in. I remember meeting Chuck D, and I couldn't, I had their tape before it came out. I couldn't believe that Chuck D wasn't like 6'5", because we had listened to his tape so much, me and the Beasties, and I was like, I met him, I was like, what? Well, you're supposed to be 6'5", because his voice was so big. And I used to play ball with Jam Master Jay and them a lot. I was a good ball player in high school, so I became friends with Jay when I was running around with the Beasties, and me and Jay were people, and like remember he drove me home, and my whole block went crazy when they seen Jam Master Jay, like drove me home. They were like, yo, what are you doing? And I was like, for me, I was like, wow, I'm the biggest guy on the block now. And the crazy thing was Jay was only 2 years older than me, and he was my homie forever. But he seemed like so grown up to me back then. It was bugged out.
That's amazing.
And going on tour with the Beasties back then and all that was fun. Like I went around the whole world when I was a little kid, so that was pretty good. It's endless. If you look for positives in music, you'll find it. I like this punk rock band called the Orwells a lot right now. There's all kinds of things I like that's out there. If I look hard enough, I'll always find something. Like I really like that kid Trinidad James. I think he's really good. So there's something new that I dig that inspires me. But I find a lot of inspiration outside of music too. Like art is very inspiring to me in all facets, whether it's literature, film, or fine art. So biggest challenge, probably not speaking my mind so much, being a little more diplomatic. But other than that, not a lot. I still somehow manage to have an A&R job. So I guess the biggest challenge is relating to the newer cats, the younger cats. I'm not the most patient person, so sometimes, I just have to wrap my head around the new artists and kind of, not necessarily musically, but the new way people approach things. I think that's probably it. I was also a record producer, and my dad hung out with a lot of musicians. I've been around music most of my life. My dad's a writer, so I guess I can relate to artists and artistic people a little more so than other people. I'm a musician too. I grew up playing drums, and I play keyboards, and I produce records, so I think all that helps. And I think the other thing is I'm not scared to get my hands dirty. Whatever has to get done, I'll do, and I think anyone who's around me enough will see that I'm a pretty honorable person, man of my word. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. If it means like carrying the turntables if I have to, even at my age, I'll still do it. Whatever got to get done will get done. I think if anyone's around me long enough, they'll see that I'm a pretty straight up person. I just never overthought it. What I liked, I liked. What I was attracted to musically, I liked, and I just tried to work with it. So whatever it was, if I appreciate it, I try to work with it. It's not like a very thought out process for me. It's pretty immediate and spontaneous. So like Brand Nubian, I heard 2 songs and wanted to sign him. And this is how it was. And Pete Rock, I heard his demos on the air, and I was like, oh, that cat, I had a meeting with him and signed him. And I try not to think about it too much.
Cool.
The one band I tried to sign was Cypress Hill, and my boss wouldn't sign him because Killer Man offended him. He wasn't trying to let me sign a gangster rap group. Just an honest person. That's it. Not really, man. Big up to all my people, DJ Muggs, my brother and from another. Just everyone I fuck with, all my people and shit, Oh yeah, one thing people don't know is that I signed Macklemore too. I put him on ADA, so that was like, I recently did that, and that's actually, I don't even know how people take to that, but personally I'm pretty proud of that. So.